The next 3 hours as we wrap up this it's our biggest cooking and food event of the year. Chef Curtis will be here next hour. I'm Shannon Smith, my co-part in crime. Shannon Fox is also along for the ride. So giddy up. Well, the holidays are here. I've got special recipes that I'm posting during the show. But in the meantime, you know, life in our worlds has been challenging enough. So cooking should not be. And now, whether it's the COVID-15 or 20, or you're just looking forward to just maybe eating a little bit healthier, gotta have it value. This is from Kitchen HQ. Kitchen HQ, of course, is an exclusive line here at HSN. First of all, it's the cutest darn thing. This is an air fryer. It takes up probably a smaller profile than most of your blenders on your countertop. So now your air fryer isn't big and unwieldy. Comes in fun colors. So here's our turquoise blue, our red, and then our black. And what I personally love about this is not just the fact, of course, yes, you get a recipe booklet, an instruction booklet, not that you really need it, because check this out. They've got a cheat sheet on the top, so, you know, you don't even have to think, I love that there are even pictures, but here's my my other favorite thing. You just turn the dial. So you don't have to worry about widgets and what's its and who's its and, you know, Horton here's a who. You just literally set it and forget it. And then, by the way, these are basically little mini convection ovens. So you can do muffins, you could do frittatas. I mean, whatever will fit inside here. There's that nice little removable crisping tray / basket. So from French fries to frittatas and really everything in between. Time is of the essence though, 681-564. We have my gal, Miss Kelly, of course. I'm kind of over the social distancing thing. I mean, we all want to be safe, but it's so great that we live in a time where we can actually still see you in your beautiful kitchen. And girl, do you know this is the most affordable, oh, dinner's done.
Dinner's done.
Most affordable air fryer I've ever had. Good to see you.
Good to see you, Shannon. I look forward to the day when we can have a big old basket of air fried French fries and a glass of wine together. But until then, dear Shannon, this is the best way we can do it. And I got to tell you, it is one of my favorites with our Kitchen HQ. It's our 2-quart air fryer. And most often people don't have air fryers and I ask them why not. And they say, oh, they're so expensive, or oh, they're so big and clunky and cumbersome. So Kitchen HQ is taking care of both of those things, right? This is nice and petite. It's our 2-quart. So I would say it's great for families from 1 to 4 people. If you're regularly feeding a dozen or more, you know, you want to get a larger one. But for me, this is the perfect size. And it's the perfect price, quite frankly. If this is a gift for somebody in your life that's a foodie, maybe somebody that's going to their first dorm room or getting their first apartment, or maybe it's a wedding gift. What a great gift where they're going to think you spent 2, maybe 3 times the price. So what is air frying? Well, Shannon and I know that it's crisping up your food without oil, none whatsoever. And the reason we use hot oil is to get that crispy crunchy. You know, last I checked, you know, us Americans, we are addicted to that crunch. We love our fried food. We love our fried okra, our fried catfish, our fried chicken nuggets, our French fries. We love all of those things. And instead of getting out the big deep fryer, now we get out a small air fryer. We need 0 oil to get the crispy crunchy, because you're essentially replacing oil with air. So think about that. You're replacing the oil with air. Air, 0 calories. Oil, lots and lots of calories. So you're going to be, you know, feeling better. You might even lose weight if you start air frying, because you're not going to be ingesting the oil. And to me, it's worth the price of admission to get it home for the grilled cheese, for the chicken fingers, for the black bean burgers, for the chicken breast, for the piece of salmon, when you just want to pop it in. And with Kitchen HQ, it's already programmed at 400 degrees. I don't even have to think about my temperature. All I have to do is say, okay, grilled cheese, 5 minutes each side, done. And you're totally done.
You are indeed, and Kelly, these are going. So I said it was about the profile of, say, you know, your blender. I'm just gonna look up this, the specifics in terms of height. So I can tell you this, like my mom always says, don't get me anything big. This is 10 1/4 inches in the width, 7 inches in the height, and then 8 inches in the length. Regardless though, it couldn't be easier. It's the most affordable air fryer I've ever had an HSN history, you can use it to dehydrate. You can use it to make French fries with no oil. I personally, Kelly, you know this is true. We always like to remind people that it's also a great reheating machine or convection oven. Because see, people forget, they get caught up in the idea of, oh, I can make French fries without oil, or tater tots without oil, or chicken wings without oil. That's great, but you could bake a brownie. You could bake a cake. You could do chocolate molten lava cake. You could do little souffles in this. You could reheat pieces of pizza or grilled cheese. And it's really true that an air fryer is basically a countertop convection oven. That it's faster and it gives us healthier results, doesn't it?
It does, because we've used no oil. So look at these crispy, crunchy chicken wings. I'm just adding my favorite wing sauce, but I use 0 oil because, of course, chicken wings have a natural fat. They have a natural skin, and the oil is going to sink into the bottom. And so instead of getting out my deep fryer, what I've done here, and I can pop out the little air fry basket and show you, this is one of my favorite things to show, Shannon, is all the oil from my chicken wings. This is natural fat, natural juice. This is nothing I added, is sinking to the bottom of the basket, meaning I am not eating that. That is not going in my belly. That's not going on my thighs. That's not going on my rear end. It's not going anywhere you don't want it to go. We know what oil does to our bodies. There's no nutritionist, at least that I've ever heard of, that says eat a bunch of extra oil. It's just not something that anybody tells us to do. And the reason is it's unhealthy to eat all that peanut oil or all that canola oil or whatever the case may be. If you love olive oil or maybe like an avocado oil or a sesame oil, you can dust your food with a little brush lightly just for the flavor. But at the end of this, you don't have to use oil to crisp up because you're using air, and it's so much healthier. Even if I'm doing something that's not a traditional health food, like say a breaded fried cheese stick, I would not put that in the health food category. But what I will say is when I air fry it, instead of deep frying it, it is healthier because I haven't dunked it in a big old vat of hot oil. It's gonna crisp up just like you did deep fry it, but you're not using the oil. And that's the importance of an air fryer. And that's the reason air fryers have staying power. I mean, they are here for the long run. If you don't own one, grab one. This is such a good try me size. It's a great try me price, and it's a phenomenal gift idea.
It is indeed, and they are going for sure. The thing is, we are honoring the 5 flex pay and the free shipping now. We're doing that on all of our, Allison, I want to say, make sure I'm saying it correctly, on all of our food and cookware or culinary, all kitchen. So all kitchen until 12 midnight. This is our biggest food/cooking event of the year. We're gonna get you ready, we're gonna get you prepped. This couldn't be faster, it couldn't be easier. It's especially great if you've got young ones in the kitchen like Miss Kelly does. Those kids are growing up so fast, but you don't have to worry about hot oil being anywhere. It's also an incentive or a great tool to help those kids. Like my nephew, he's 12, my niece is 9, and they are starting to kind of do little cooking projects for themselves, but of course you don't want them around hot oil or a hot burner or anything like that. It's better than set it and forget it. You throw the cheese on a piece of bread and throw it in here, they got a grilled cheese. I mean, seriously, it even shuts itself off. They don't even have to worry about temperatures, but the thing is, with the free shipping, which will be going away, and the 5 flex pays of $7.99, you should try it. And it's definitely something, even if you are not getting it for the holidays or, as an incentive to eat healthier, just get it because it makes reheating those leftovers or just those, quick meals so much faster. Kelly, that's really the truth. I use my air fryers probably as much for reheating as I do for cooking. And what's funny is my air fryers, and it's just me, but I've got these huge behemoth air fryers. The reality is this is the size that we'll use and the size that we need, isn't it?
It is the size we'll use because those big old clunky ones, first of all, we don't put them on our countertop because most of us don't have room for them. And therefore they sit underneath and we don't reach for them because it's clunky to get out. This one, I want you to keep it. I'm going to take it. My husband's gonna kill me. I'm gonna take it back here and just show you, you can actually take this anywhere in the kitchen. It can fit under any of your countertops. Of course, I would pick the gray because I am gray obsessed. But if you want a pop of color, we've got all the colors for you. You can take this wherever you wanna go. Shannon, maybe you're doing Brussels sprouts and you're not allowed to cook them in the house. which happens to be a rule at my home. My husband does not allow Brussels sprouts indoors. I can take this literally outdoors to my lanai, to my patio, to my garage, air fry some Brussels sprouts. It's not smelling up the entire house. Same rule applies with bacon in our house. We like to do it outside. We don't want to smell bacon for days. You can pop this outdoors and eat, and cook your bacon outside because it's that nice, I call it portable. I mean, Shannon and I have a handbag this would fit in, right? But it still cooks the amount of food that you need, the amount of food that I would say, like I was saying, at the top, 1 to 4 individuals regularly. I think this is a nice size for. You know who you are if you need a big old giant air fryer, if you're a caterer or you've got, a dozen kids or something like that, you need a larger size. But for most of us, we need the 2-quart, right? We need the one that's already pre-programmed to 400 degrees. We don't have to think about this one. All we do is set our time, and most of us can figure out, like this piece of salmon, 5 minutes. The asparagus, 5 minutes. My steak, I did 8 minutes. My potatoes, I did about 15 minutes. And my French fries, well, those were about 15 minutes because they were frozen. And my chicken wings were about 20. So you'll start to get a feel for it. At the top, like you said, there's pictures. Those pictures help us figure out the time. You're also getting the guide, and that will help you too if it's your first air fryer. But I got to tell you, it's a great value.
It is. And you know what? Winter, chicken dinner, yes, and everything between. It'll be chicken and waffles and baked cheesecakes and your brownies. But get it while that free shipping and that 5-pay flex pay is here. Kelly, awesome job. Really, I'm telling you, I can't wait till the day till, we can do these get-togethers a little bit closer, but glad to have this.
I'm with you.
And I'm jealous you get to have all the food. That's not right.
No.
I know. That's not right.
I know.
All right, well, we're like double trouble, double fun.
Yes.
All of the above.
Yeah, we've done a little, we need to do a little back, like a little, the naughty and nice Shannon.
I like
the dark
that.
side and the light side. Just a little hint to you, the dark side and the light side, it's the opposite color of our hair.
I was just thinking, see, as my hair's gotten lighter, I've gotten, I'd like to say nicer, but I think I've gotten naughtier. Do blondes have
Don't
more
get
fun?
any nicer.
Oh.
We like you, just
getting
we
close.
like you, naughty.